Let's get you some updates from the Israel-Gaza war now. After 4 months in captivity, Israel military says that it has rescued 2 hostages. This comes as Israeli airstrikes pounded the civilian-populated town of Rafah, located in southern Gaza, incurring a high number of casualties. The 2 hostages were reunited with their relatives and loved ones in a hospital in Ramat Gan in Israel. Much to their shock and disbelief, a joint operation by the Israeli military, the domestic Shin Bet security service and the special police unit in Rafah freed Fernando Simon, who is aged 60, and Louis Har, aged 70. They were kidnapped by Hamas militants from the kibbutz near Yitzhak in October 7th attack. And according to the Israeli army, the 2 hostages were among the 136 that remain in Hamas's captivity.
לפנות בוקר, בשעה 1:49.
Early in the morning at 1:49, special forces broke into a building in the heart of Rafah. There on the second floor, Luis and Fernando were held by armed Hamas terrorists who were in the building and terrorists who were in the neighboring buildings. From the moment of fire into the apartment, the soldiers of the Yamam embraced and protected Luis and Fernando with their bodies, and a daring battle and heavy exchange of fire began in several locations at the same time with many terrorists.
Reacting to the rescue operations, many Israeli citizens expressed their happiness while hoping that all hostages will be released soon.
I feel very, very proud, very proud. It's a little bit of happiness and, warm our hearts. And we just hope that somehow all of them will be back.
And today, Kfar Saba city is very, very happy because we have the hostage back.
We are so very thankful that one of the hostages from Kfar Saba is being released now.
Meanwhile, heavy overnight strikes in Rafah have resulted in the deaths of at least 67 people, including children. 3 mosques and several houses were also damaged in the strikes. Hundreds of Palestinians were seen at the Al-Najjar hospital in Rafah to mourn those who died in the strikes. According to the Gaza Health Ministry, the death toll in the conflict has reached exactly 28,176. Our correspondent Jody Cohen gets us more.
2 Israeli-Argentinian men in their 60s have been rescued by the Israel Defense Forces, where they were being held hostage in Rafah. Hamas says around 100 Gazans were killed in the operation. The IDF says they came under intense gunfire and many terrorists were killed. There are still 134 hostages in Gaza, with many thought to be in Rafah, where Hamas's remaining battalions are also said to be hiding among the civilian population. Amid concern for civilians, Israel is planning a ground operation in Rafah to target these Hamas battalions. Prime Minister Netanyahu has said the plans will be made to evacuate civilians before the operation starts, and that Rafah is key to defeating Hamas. This is Jody Cohen for WION World as One.